Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are around the world. Hope everyone's having a good day. Today's video we're going to be going through the patch notes for the first hotfix for Forza Horizon 5. One of the reasons being is I did a previous video on potentially how to fix. Now this patch may fix some of those issues. So let's find out, shall we? Now this was a 5GB update on the Xbox app for PC and a 2GB update on Steam version. Not sure how big the Xbox versions will be. Now, so the Forza support did tweet saying there would be one this week. They tweeted last week saying about it's being pushed forward, and this is the update that they're talking about. Now, not everything has been fixed. There is still a lot of things for them to fix, but they've done quite a bit, as you can see. So we're just gonna quickly kind of whiz through all of these. So first of all, gain stability, which is a good sign. So they've fixed several crashes. They haven't gone into detail. This could mean the crashing that most people are experiencing. So in my last video about this, I mentioned about it, well, basically uninstalling Avast, because that's what fixed my issue. So I'm wondering if I reinstall Avast, if this will actually kind of fix it. And hopefully it will. So fix potential crash that could happen for an emote that was owned whilst offline. Starting Horizon Arcade. These crashes I haven't heard of before. Spawning traffic cars. Loading event lab. And upgrading cars. Yeah, I've not heard anybody mention about those crashes, but they have fixed them, so that's good. Multiplayer was another issue. There was a lot of connectivity, a lot of disconnects. I've had a lot of disconnects as well. Yeah, so they've improved the stability of Horizon Live connections, online traffic, with stop when losing connect. Yeah, I've had this quite a few times. A lot of people have. They've been doing skill chains and all of a sudden they've just stopped. And so that's been fixed. That's good. They've disabled convoy voice chat to help track down the long load times in online events. So that's good. That is good, actually, because online events, no matter what it is, it's been a very long time to just try and do you know, as simple as a short event. It's been really long. Visibility in joining or leaving arcade events. Cool. Fix eliminator head-to-heads not ending when players reach the finish point. Okay. Wheel compatibility, fix a disconnect pop-up that prevented wheels from functioning correctly on PC. I know that's been a big issue for PC players. A lot of people have been having issues with wheels. Hopefully that will fix some functionality. Exploits. Can't masteries for various cars to address an exploit. They haven't actually said what the exploit is. I haven't heard anybody mention that. Could be achieved when creating challenge cars, remove exploit when creating specific route configurations in that lab. Features would allow players to purchase cars from the car collection screen which weren't available in the auto show. Yeah, so this was a thing that one of my friends actually did, and he was able to buy the DeLorean, which is a Forzathon reward. It's the first car that you unlock. What is it? 20 points or something? 22 points or something like that. So he was able to go to the car collection, select it, and basically select it again, and it would allow him to purchase it for however much it was. So they've fixed that. Added checks to stop an exploit with driving assist. This is a big one. Because if you don't know, there is a huge exploit where basically you can AFK the Goliath by putting basically steering to full assist. Actually, it fully steers for you and all that kind of stuff. So what they've done is they've added, I think, AFK checks. So where you basically need regular inputs on your controller. So hopefully that will stop doing that, because such a big thing. I don't know why anybody would do it. There's loads of YouTube videos going around about it saying, oh yes, you can get so much XP and money from it, and it's like, what's the point? What's the point of you buying a game if you're just going to be AFK in it? Just, you know, it's part of the grind, right? In any game, leveling up, getting money, it's part of it, right? It's a racing game. So, well, it's an open world racing game, so do whatever you want to do that. But come on, you know, creating all these events has been just stupid, in my opinion. You know, it's affecting, you know, so many people because people are getting like unlegit records and all that kind of stuff when it comes to XP and money. It's not fair on everybody else that isn't doing it. Every single level is legit from me, and it always will be. I've never understood people doing AFK XP farms. Now, if they removed the completely assisted steering, that would actually sort that problem, but that'll do. Stop players being able to download tunes before a race starts. Okay, yep. So DLC VIP house now not being free for some VIPs. Correct Forzathon points. Not receiving super wheel spins. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. They mentioned this right at the start. Forza Motorsport 5, which, by the way, was my first Forza. That was when I first got an Xbox, the Xbox One. I know, late to the party I was. However, we will probably get, if I seem to remember, it's the McLaren P1, because that was the cover car for Motorsport 5. So we get that, which is good. Lose pending reward if they quit the game. Okay, I think I've potentially had that. And they've rebalanced the payouts. Okay. PC settings. Resolution scaling. Depth issues. Okay. Distance range would appear as a low res and PC Ultra settings. I mean, I haven't really been looking in the... I've switched from Ultra to Extreme a couple of times, to be fair, but I haven't really seen this, but it's good it's been addressed. Full out of the world after completing the trial. There's an issue where input stops working on the press start screen. I've had this. This was very early on when I was trying to fix my crashes, because it just wouldn't work some of the time either. The one thing I am having to do at the moment, when I launch, I press start and then the continue button, and then the screen freezes, so I have to tab out. I have to alt tab out, alt tab back in again. It will load normally, otherwise it will just be stuck there. That's another thing. I don't think that has addressed that though. Cross-country event difficulty has been turned slightly easier on driver tile difficulty levels below, and based will smooth out some difficulty spikes. Okay. Event lab notifications, accolade missing icons, profanity filter. And that's all it looks majoritively good stuff. It's a good start. There are still some bugs, some issues, some kind of stuff. Hopefully, majoritively, the stability. That's the most important thing, because loads of people just getting constantly disconnected. And I've been trying to be in a convoy with a couple of other people, and I've been able to physically see one other person, but the other person that's tried to join is in the convoy and just isn't appearing for us in game, which is really weird, and vice versa. It's really weird. So hopefully that may have altered that. So if you have been having crash issues, I suggest you try basically everything again, starting from scratch again, kind of going right from the start, and you know, maybe reinstalling those programs that you've uninstalled, and just basically just go from there. And then, yeah. And if it's still happening, go through those fixes again. And that they've suggested before this, just to kind of test and see if that has fixed it. So, that is going to conclude today's video around the patch notes. If you found this video helpful and would like to see more content like this one, make sure you're subscribed. Discord links in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.